University Challenge. Asking the questions, Siddhartha Basu.
Hello and welcome to University Challenge on BBC World. It's another first round match, this time between medics in the making and aspirant engineers from two teams on opposite coasts in the south of India. From Pondicherry on the east coast, we have the reputed Jawaharlal Institute of Postgraduate Medical Education and Research, or JIPMER, which originated about 180 years back as École de Médecine de Pondicherry in this tiny French enclave. Contrary to what the name suggests, the institute offers a full-fledged course for undergraduates as well. Tucked away on a hilltop far from the hustle and bustle of downtown Pondicherry, JIPMER has earned a reputation for excellence. Let's meet the team from JIPMER, Pondicherry.
Hi, I'm Pranav Garimella from Hyderabad. I want to visit the pyramids one day, but then again, my friends call me the man with the plan, and I don't think they're really being complimentary about it.
Hi, I'm Jayant Mahadevan from Delhi. I'm a second-year MBBS student. I like the Beatles, Calvin and Hobbes, and Apocalypse Now, and I'm probably the youngest person here.
And their captain.
Hi, I'm Shamik Chaudhary. Hailing from Kolkata, I'm doing my final year MBBS. I like listening to Metallica and Linkin Park, and I really hope that Raikkonen beats Schumacher soon.
Hi, I'm Vijay Krishnan. I'm a third-year MBBS student. I'm from Kerala. I read anything that comes to hand, and I can spend hours doing Minesweeper over and over again.
And that's a team from JIPMER, Pondicherry. From the Bay of Bengal, we move to the Arabian Sea as JIPMER is up against the National Institute of Technology, Karnataka, from Surathkal. Last year, another team from the same institute put up a fine showing on University Challenge, missing out narrowly in the semi-finals to the eventual winners of the title. That's quite a record to live up to. Let's meet the team from NITK.
Hello, I'm Karthik Shivaraman. I'm from Bangalore. I have completed 2 years in my mechanical engineering. My dream role would be that of Tom Cruise in Top Gun, and I have won the Rajya Puraskar as a Boy Scout.
Hello, I'm Deepak Raghu. I'm from Mysore. I'm a third-year student of computer engineering. My favorite book is Catch-22. Love attending adventure sports camps.
And their captain.
Hi, I'm Vimal Nair from Bangalore. I'm doing my final year in electrical engineering. I love quizzing, reading books, and taking long walks through Bangalore. I hope to contest the next Lok Sabha elections.
Hi, I'm Raghu Reddy from Bangalore. I'm in the final year of my metallurgical engineering. I'm a big Frank Sinatra fan, and I'm into long distance running.
And that's a team from NITK, Surathkal. As you probably know by now, the rules are simple. 10 points for a starter question, which must be answered without consultation on the buzzer. A right answer on a starter earns the team a set of 3 bonus questions of 5 points each, where team members may confer. When the bell sounds at the end, whichever team has more points is the winner and goes through to the second round. Here, it's worth remembering that along with the 12 first-round winners, 4 of the runner-up teams with the highest scores too make it to the next stage. So, win or lose, both teams need to keep the scoreboard ticking right till the very end for every point. Best luck, teams. Let's play. Here's your first starter for 10 points. Which group of islands, actually the peaks of a submerged mountain range, form an arc? You trying to double guess me, Karthik? It's an interruption. You've got to get it right. Yes?
Hawaii.
It's not Hawaii. You lose 5 points from the team. Your scoreboard can't reflect that. But when you do get some points, we'll dock off 5 points from you. I'll complete the question for the benefit of the other team. That's JIPMER Pondicherry. Here's the complete question. Which group of islands, actually the peaks of a submerged mountain range, form an arc 1,000 kilometers long between Myanmar and Sumatra in Indonesia? Jan's gone for it, yes?
Is it the Philippines?
The Philippines between Myanmar and Sumatra? No. It's part of India. It's the Andaman and Nicobar Islands. Karthik, think about that. Not distant Hawaii. Okay, here's the next starter for 10 points, open to both teams. Which team, though named after the Roman goddess of youth, is nicknamed Deepak from NITK Surathkal?
It's Juventus.
Juventus is the correct answer. You'll cover some points. That's right. Though it's named after the Roman goddess of youth, it's nicknamed the Old Lady of Italian football. And with that answer, Deepak, you fetch NITK Surathkal 3 bonus questions on India's contribution to Western wear. All right, here's the first question. After which Indian city are the standard breeches that's loose from above and tight from the knee down to the ankles of horse riders named? Do you have the answer?
Jodhpur.
Jodhpur is the correct answer. Well, 5 points. Next. Derived from the Persian, what is the name of the waistbands usually worn ceremonially or by domestic servants and soldiers? Do you have the answer?
Khaki.
Khaki. That's a color. Kamarband is what we were looking for. All right, next. What English word refers to a coarse Indian calico, usually worn as workwear, which is supposed to owe its origin to a place in Bombay? Do you have the answer?
Khadi.
No, it's Dangri from Dongri, which is a suburb of Bombay. All right, so you have 10 on the board. You've recovered some of the 5 points that you lost earlier. Well done. But here's the next starter open to both teams on the buzzer. To which debutant minister did Lal Bahadur Shastri entrust the portfolio of information and broadcasting in 1964? And it's Vimal from NIT Surathkal.
Indira Gandhi.
Indira Gandhi is correct answer. Well done, 10 points. And NIT Surathkal, you get a set of bonus questions on a revolution in China. What state-supported purge occurred after Wuhan's play Hai Jui Dismissed from Office, that's the name of the play, was banned as a direct result of an investigation by Jiang Qing into its political character?
Cultural revolution.
That is correct. 5 points. Well done. Next. Which Communist Party chairman was the man who launched the Cultural Revolution in 1966?
Mao Zedong.
That is correct. Another 5 points. Next. Who was the General Secretary of the Communist Party who was removed from office during the Cultural Revolution in late 1966?
I nominate Karthik.
Karthik?
Deng Xiaoping.
That is correct. Right all 3 times. Well done. 15 points. After an initial hiccup, NITK Surathkal is off to a flyer, but we are only just about 2 cycles of questions down. Here's the next starter. What 10 points open to both teams on the buzzer. Which South African-born philologist and writer of fantasies has the first names and is Vijay from JIPMER Pondicherry?
J.R.R. Tolkien.
J.R.R. Tolkien. Correct answer. Well done. And so, Vijay, you earned JIPMER Pondicherry 3 bonus questions on Olympic Games. What are the names of the mascots of the 2004 Athens Olympics, which in a way symbolize the unbreakable link between the modern Olympic Games and Greek history? Have to rush you.
Pass.
It's Phivos and Athena. Next bonus question. Which British athlete, winner of the 100 meters gold at the 1924 Paris Olympics, authored the book The Olympic Games 1896 to 1952?
I'll nominate you. Okay, I nominate Jayant to give the answer.
Jayant?
Is it Harold Abraham?
It is Harold Abrams. He was the one who was one of the main characters in Chariots of Fire. Well done. So you got 5 points there. Here's the next one. Which ritual from the altar of Prometheus to the altar of Athena, unknown to the ancient Greeks as Lampadiadromia, continues to be a part of the modern Olympic Games?
The lighting of the Olympic torch.
No, that is not correct. It's the torch relay, which is the correct answer over there. So you got only 5 out of a possible 15 that you could have earned on the bonus scores. Let's take a look at the relative positions at this stage. JIPMER Pondicherry have 15, but in the lead with 35 points, it's National Institute of Technology, Karnataka from Surathkal. And so it's time for the visual round. First starter coming up here. All of these questions will be accompanied by clues coming up on the screens before the teams. Here's the first starter for 10 points. What is this mascot originally called the Flying Lady or the Silver Lady, now known as? And it's Jan from JIPMER Pondicherry.
It's the Spirit of Ecstasy.
It is the Spirit of Ecstasy of Rolls-Royce. Absolutely right. So you pick up 10 points there. JIPMER Pondicherry. That one earns you a set of bonus questions with visual clues on film posters. Identify the film from this poster whose image you're about to see.
Who framed Roger Rabbit?
Who framed Roger Rabbit, indeed. 5 points. Next. Who directed the film whose poster you can see here? Do you have the answer?
Alfred Hitchcock.
Alfred Hitchcock, and that's a poster of Rear Window. Next. Which film's poster is this?
Silence of the Lambs.
Silence of the Lambs is the correct answer. Right all 3 times. And so now, JIPMER Pondicherry have the edge. They have a 5-point advantage. Here's the next cycle of questions, starting with this starter. What name has been given to the proposed building to be built at the site of the erstwhile World Trade Center in New York? Raghu's first in this time from NIT Surathkal.
Oh, this is the Freedom Memorial.
I need an exact name. No, Raghu, you don't get penalized any points because it wasn't an interruption. Anybody from JIPMER Pondicherry? Pranav from JIPMER Pondicherry?
The Tower of Freedom.
I'm going to allow that. It's the Freedom Tower. I'm going to allow that. 10 points to you. JIPMER Pondicherry, you got a sort of bonus question on books by television hosts. Here's the first one. Which television host with the first names James Douglas Muir is the author of the best-selling children's book, If Roast Beef Could Fly, and another one called Leading with My Chin?
Rodney Dangerfield.
No. Leading with the chin, who could it be but Jay Leno? Next. I Spy in Russia, Spy in Question, and Spy Shadow are all novels by which one-time television correspondent and television anchor, the winner of the Royal Television Society Interviewer of the Year Award in 2000 and 2001?
Tim Sebastian.
That is correct. 5 points. Well done. Next. Born Lawrence Harvey Zeiger, which television host is the author of the book Anything Goes, What I've Learned from Pundits, Politicians and Presidents?
David Letterman.
Lawrence Harvey Zeiger. No, it's Larry King, which is the right answer. All right, and so that's your cycle of questions over with that one. Here's another starter for 10 points open to both teams. Which southern Indian city gets its name from the Sanskrit for Buffalo Town? Because of the legend of the destruction of a buffalo demon by the goddess Chamundi. And it's Deepak from NIT Surathkal.
Mysore.
You're a team from Karnataka. I'm glad you got that one. Well done, 10 points. It is Mysore from Mahishasur. And so you get 10 points for that. You get a set of bonus questions on Indian educational institutions. What started in 1945 at the Cosmic Ray Research Unit on the campus of the Indian Institute of Science, Bangalore, and later shifted to a bungalow in Bombay, which belonged to Homi Bhabha's aunt?
BARC, Baba Atomic Research Center.
No, it's not. It's the Tata Institute of Fundamental Research, or TIFR. Next question. Which premier educational institution was set up in Calcutta in 1931 by the architect of India's five-year plans and possibly India's most outstanding statistician?
Indian Institute of Statistics.
I'll allow that one to you. It's Indian Statistical Institute. Here's another bonus question. While working as director of the Indian Institute of Science, Bangalore, which institute did Sir C.V. Raman found in order to focus on certain areas of physics in which he had a special interest?
Raman Research Institute.
That is right. Another 5 points. Well done. And we couldn't approach the halfway point of this first round match of University Challenge with things poised on a knife's edge, absolutely neck and neck. Both teams are at 55 points apiece, and that's the way things are poised as we go into the second half of this contest, which we'll conduct after a very short break. Till then, stay with us. Welcome back to this first round match of University Challenge. It's a terrific competition that we're having between JIPMER Pondicherry and NIT Karnataka from Surathkal. They're absolutely level at 55 points apiece, and this could be anybody's match. So let's see which way the pendulum swings as we go into the next starter for 10 points open to both teams on the buzzer. How do we better know the National Association of Securities Dealers Automated Quotations? Yes, it's Jen from JIPMER.
It's NASDAQ.
NASDAQ is the correct answer. Well done. 10 points to JIPMER Pondicherry. They also get the set of next bonus question. It's on an art form. In the Poetics, what art form did Aristotle describe as a rhythmic movement whose purpose is to represent men's characters as well as what they do and suffer?
Epic.
No, he was talking about dance. Next question. In classical Indian dance form and theatre, what are erotic, comic, pathetic, furious, heroic, terrible, odious, marvelous, and spiritually peaceful called collectively?
I nominate Vijay to give the answer.
Vijay?
The Navarasas.
That is correct. Next. Patterned on Bharatnatyam with elements of Kathakali and using Malayalam songs, which dance form is based on the legend of a mythological seductress who tempted Shiva?
Mohiniyattam.
That is correct. 5 points for that. The JIPMER Pondicherry have improved their position, but NITK Surathkal could strike back with another starter in the kitty. Will they get it? Let's find out. Here's the next starter for 10 points. About whom did W.B. Yeats write in 1912? Somebody's gone for it on an interruption. Jan from JIPMER?
Rabindranath Tagore.
You've double guessed me right. Correct. 10 points. Vehement and vigorous celebration over there from Jan. Well, your bonus questions are on acids and the human body. What collective name is given to the nitrogen-containing compounds tryptophan, lysine, methionine, phenylalane, threonine, valine, leucine, and isoleucine?
Essential amino acids.
That is correct. 5 points. Well done. Next. Stearic, palmitic, oleic, and linoleic acids are examples of which family of chemicals found in our food?
Fatty acids.
Or lipids. Yes, another 5 points. Next. Also called 2-hydroxypropanoic acid, which chemical produced on account of anaerobic glycolysis as a result of strenuous exercise causes muscle irritation and pain?
Lactic acid.
Lactic acids. The computers fed you sitters. But you've been lucky. You end up at 100. It's an audio round next with clues on the soundtrack and questions related to them. The first one here is a starter. This classical piece by Bach was used to poignantly describe the liquidation of the Krakow ghetto of Jews in a film. Which Oscar-winning film was it? Listen carefully. Vijay's gone for it already, yes?
The Pianist.
It's not The Pianist, but you don't get penalized any points, not on the audio round. Deepak's already gone for it.
Schindler's List.
That is correct, well done. That was from the prelude to Bach's English suite, but of course, with all the sounds happening on the soundtrack, that was from Schindler's List. And so, Deepak, you've earned NITK Surathkal a shot at 3 bonus questions. Your clues are on Carnatic musicians. Identify the instrument being played here by one of its foremost exponents in this composition entitled Saranu Siddhi Vinayak. Do you have the answer?
Saxophone.
That is correct. Well done by Kadri Gopinath. Well done. 5 points. Next. Entitled Kanakasaila, which musician, composer, and scholar's composition is M.S. Subbulakshmi singing here? Do you have the answer?
I nominate Karthik.
Karthik?
Muthuswami Dikshitar.
No, it's not. It's the oldest of the Trinity. It's Shama Sastri, which is the correct answer. Next clue. Who's the composer of this piece, sung in Rag Bhairavi? Listen carefully.
Tyagaraja.
It is Tyagaraja. Well done. You get 5 points for that. So you picked up 15 there. Just about 5 minutes left till the final bell. Let's take a quick look at the scores at this point of time as we go into the last lap. NITK Surathkal are at 75, 25 points ahead. In the lead is JIPMER Pondicherry with 100. Let's see how many cycles of questions we can squeeze into the time that we have left to us in this first round match of University Challenge. Here's the next starter with 10 points. What form of capital punishment, especially by hanging, for an alleged offence without a legal trial is named, and it's Vijay from JIPMER?
Lynching.
Lynching is the correct answer. After a certain Captain W. Lynch. And so, Vijay, you've earned JIPMER Pondicherry 3 bonus questions, and your theme is linked by the word baby. President of his country from 1971 for 15 years, he succeeded his father to the post at the age of 19, making him the youngest president in the world. What was his apt nickname?
I'm nominating you. I nominate Vijay for the answer.
Vijay.
Baby Doc Duvalier.
It is Baby Doc Duvalier. Well done, 5 points. Next. Born as Lester Gillis, eventually declared public enemy #1 and eliminated by the FBI, under what name did the violent bank robber and partner to John Dillinger and Al Capone in the 1930s earn notoriety?
Babyface.
You get it, Babyface Nelson, 5 points. Next, which pediatrician and professor at Case Western University resigned in 1967 to devote himself to the movement against the Vietnam War and was the US presidential candidate of the People's Party in 1972?
Dr. Benjamin Spock.
That is correct, right all 3 times, 15 points. JIPMER Pondicherry are up to 125, NITK Surathkal are at 75. Will they be able to bridge the gap? More importantly, will they get enough points to stay in the hunt, at least as a best loser? Well, we'll find out as we move on to the next question. Another starter for 10 points. Which fictional boxer fought the heavyweight boxers Apollo Creed, Clubber Lang, and is Pranav from JIPMER Pondicherry?
Rocky Balboa.
Rocky Balboa, correct, well done. That's a role played by Sylvester Stallone in a film that was also produced and written by him, and you get a set of bonus questions, Pranav, for your team on scientists of Dutch origin. In the realm of nanotechnology, what weak force named after a Dutch scientist holds molecules together?
Van der Waals force.
That is correct, 5 points. Next, which static electricity generator has given its name to a rock group whose members include Peter Hamill and Dave Jackson?
I nominate Jen for the answer.
Jen, can you give me the answer?
It's the Van de Graaff generator.
That is correct, another 5 points. Next, which principle later named after its discoverer states that every point on an advancing wavefront is itself a source of new waves?
Huygens.
Huygens principle is the correct answer. Again, right all 3 times, 25 points on that cycle. JIPMER Pondicherry is on a roll. We have just about a minute and a half left on the clock, I think. Here's the next starter for 10 points. What theory of evolution was the subject of 2 Deepak and NITK Surathkal?
Descent of man.
I can't accept that. I'm going to deduct 5 points from your score and complete the question for the other team. What theory of evolution was the subject of 2 research papers submitted to the Linnean Society in London in July 1859 by Alfred Russel Wallace and Charles Darwin? Showmake from JIPMER Pondicherry.
Survival of the fittest.
Or natural selection. That's the only answer I can accept. Well done, 10 points. And that fetches you a set of bonus questions on commissions in India. Who was the first deputy chairman of the Planning Commission who later also officiated twice as Prime Minister? The other answer?
Gulzarilal Nanda.
That is correct, 5 points. Next. Sukumar Sen, a former Chief Secretary of Bengal, was the first person to hold what constitutional post from March 21st, 1950 to December 19th, 1958?
Election Commissioner. Chief Election Commissioner.
Chief Election Commissioner is correct. Next. According to the Protection of Human Rights Act of 1993, the former holders of which constitutional post are the only eligible candidates for the post of Chairman of National Human Rights Commission?
Pass.
It's the Supreme Court Chief Justice. JIPMER Pondicherry, that takes you up to 170. Let's see if we have time for one more starter. In which village of current-day Krishna district of Andhra Pradesh did Siddhendra Yogi initiate his school of dance drama from which it takes its name and its Pranav from JIPMER?
Kuchipudi.
That is correct. Another 10 points. Well done. Bonus questions for you, JIPMER Pondicherry, on African nations. Which African country takes its name from an ancient empire set up across West Africa by the Soninke people in 600 AD and was formerly called Gold Coast? The other answer?
Ghana.
Ghana is correct. 5 points. Next. Which South African nation formerly known as Basuto land? And that is time. That means we have a clear verdict. NITK Surathkal, you didn't really get a look in apart from the one question in the second half. But thank you for joining us all the way from Surathkal in Karnataka and making a match of it on University Challenge. But it's time to applaud the victors of this first round match of University Challenge. It's JIPMER Pondicherry with 185. Next week, it's another first-round match on this nationwide quiz championship between the Indian Institute of Management, Kozhikode, and the Delhi College of Engineering. Do join us for that round. Until then, it's goodbye from NITK Surathkal.
Bye.
It's goodbye from JIPMER Pondicherry.
Goodbye.
And it's goodbye from me, Siddhartha Basu. Goodbye.